National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in week 4. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by their quarterback standing at 6'2" from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And I like his honesty because when we sat down with him, I mean, he was the first one to say that was on me last week, a really poor performance. Way too many interceptions, didn't find the end zone throwing the ball, put his defense and his special teams in some real jeopardy, but somehow they won the game. Yeah, and what I loved about it when he told us about the defense kind of corralling him in the locker room and said, all right, my man, we're not going to do that again this week, are we?
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. The Browns hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they're coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And this one caught downfield by Evans. A big play that time for Cleveland. 41 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. There's Garoppolo to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. From a couple yards deep, and all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
Starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that error there, turn it over that deep in their own territory.
Do guys go rogue there a lot based on feeling?
I think a lot of them just sense that they can make a play and make a huge...
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Big Raekwon Davis, the man fighting in for that sack. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. Mike Evans with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Browns are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to it. For the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. So here are the Browns to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past the 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what we're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Now on 2nd and 16. Garoppolo. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And this This is caught. Touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Browns taking a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-0. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. On first down, Linton. And we'll get this to the 32.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down now, Linton. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Landry, agile footwork to the 43, second down.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This would be a loss of 3 and a much tougher 3rd down movement. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that will be incomplete. Scared to run it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Tressway on 4th down is set out to punt. Fielded at the 20. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And they'll give him another. And oh, he coughed it up. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On fourth down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And it'll be Dolphin football. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. On play action, here's Tua, rolling to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Tua to try again on second down. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Tua's throw pulled in by Atwell here.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, they're just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the 45 on second down, Tua. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From midfield, here's Tua. That's caught. It's 2-2 Atwell. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Looking to throw again on second down. Tua, and he drops it incomplete. Their struggles continue.
This team is not going to make it easy for them. The offensive coordinator when they saw it on that play, he came in and made the contact just as he's trying to hold in.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Tua. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And Gay knocks this one through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 70 yards rushing for us. It has been tough to stop here this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. This is caught by Evans. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Touchdown, Browns! Touchdown pass number 4 for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by York is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. From the 10. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you, and we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. On second down, Linton on a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Landry, and he'll take this one down to about the 40. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Up the middle they go. Linton. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Finally run down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. On second down now, Linton. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Tua sets up to pass it. Under pressure, and down he goes. Second back to the 46. In for the sack, Myers Garrett. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter.
Here we go. Just keep the ball moving.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Score these guys, man.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 87 yards forward on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Make some good plays today.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Go ahead.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A handoff as they run the counter play. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Garoppolo. And that's going to be caught for the Browns touchdown. Mike Evans. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Browns are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
And that flag's on Myles Garrett, and we know he's got a nose for getting after a quarterback, but that time, even though he's going to protest it a little bit, he's a step late, and they hit him with the penalty.
Tua now on 1st down. Throws left side. Atwell's got it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Tua now on 1st down. They'll get this one complete to Atwell. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. From the 35 on 2nd down. Tua. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted. Incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Tua setting up shot to throw again. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua. And he'll just get rid of it.
We've seen this call a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw an example of it. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Why can't we score?
Looking to pass. Tua. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense. He made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Cleveland, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City